Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. It's been a few weeks since we played one, so it's good to get back into the saddle. I hope you've been looking forward to this. I've got something new for you today, so rather than going for a historical focused AI, this is something new on the channel. I don't think I've done a playthrough of this where all the AI is set to non-historical focus, so we can see the world go absolutely crazy, and we will. And the goal of our game today is to play as Spain, but we're going to do something a little bit different with them, something that we've never seen the AI do. We're going to try and reinstate the Spanish monarchy. Yep, it's going to be a challenge. I think the way forward for the world is to bring back the kings and queens, because the world was a better place when we had one person telling us what to do, right? No, definitely not. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and restore the Spanish monarchy. We've got to fight through the Civil War. You're going to see about 4 different insurrections during the Civil War. And then hopefully we'll be the faction that comes out on top. And if we can recover Spain, who knows? We might be able to recover the old Spanish Empire and make them a great world power once again. So this is going to require... Sorry, just a minute. Just going to check my phone isn't going to interrupt us. This is going to require quite a bit of effort on my part to balance things, because this is not easy. Spain has all sorts of weird issues going on. Let's just put them into a group. We won't assign any generals. The reason being is that some of these, they all have political leanings. They're going to break off for one faction or another. We'll worry about that later. I will bring the army up here just to train them, though. Put them all up there. It doesn't really matter where. Set them off training, get some experience. We can't do anything with the division templates as yet. They're locked because there's a civil war coming. And research, we're just going to open up with our standard research options that we nearly always do, with one deviation. Well, it's not a deviation yet. It will be. We're not going to try and pick up anything that's going to help our enemies when our faction breaks up. So things like radio, things like the basic weapons, they can research that for themselves. I guess as we will have to after we break up as well. But anyway, that's fine. And we're going to try and occupy these regions up here. So these are the ones we're going to build up with factories and stuff. Oh, hang on, we've got some military factories as well. So we're going to go... We kind of want towed artillery. Do I want to bother with support equipment? I'm going to say no. I'm going to cancel that one, because we don't have enough. We just don't have it. Oh, that's nice, actually. We don't have enough factories, or we won't have enough when the revolution kicks off to actually support all that fine designing. So the Spanish focus tree is massive. This is playing with La Resistance DLC turned on, by the way, and this one introduces all this to Spain. We need to go down here where we've got restore the monarchy, so we're going to pick this side, a great Spain. And there's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do for the first 6 months of the game anyway, so we're just going to speed it up, and we're going to see where... Hang on a sec, we've also got... There is an air force, which we don't really need, so let me just bin that for now. And we'll put this up here. And we shall have... Actually, let's put them all in. And then we will train them up as well. We've got a great Spain, that's excellent. We'll go straight on to hand over the Cedar campaign chest. Basically, this gives us, it's political funds left over from the election. It's going to give us a great big stack of political power, which we're going to save. Let's put those guys into there. Italy moves to annex. Yeah, Italy's doing its thing in Ethiopia. By the way, I have turned off the By Blood Alone expansion, so Italy is not doing the fancy stuff in Ethiopia. It's just going standard base game, take it over. The reason I've turned it off is that Italy seems to do a whole lot better without it under AI control, so we're going to see how that develops. So the Spanish election of 36, only from the ashes of the Second Republic can Spain be reforged. Basically, pause the video if you want to have a read of this, but basically what it says is that all the disjointed factions within the Spanish political field, they're not getting on with each other. They don't like the government that's in. And even the factions that make up the government don't like each other. And it's going to kick off. Nobody's happy. And that's what we want. We want nobody to be happy. because that's going to give us our opening to get back into the game. Not a whole lot we can do. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, God, this is important as well. So we've got political options in here. We can sway the leader loyalty, which would basically give the various generals and field marshals nationalist sympathies. Now, you may think that sounds like a good idea because we're going to be playing the nationalists when the Civil War kicks off, but we're only going to be playing them temporarily. We need to reinstate the Carlist faction, and so we don't want generals having sympathies for a faction that's going to become our enemies when we do a further breakaway later on. We don't want to waste any points. We're going to save all these up, and we want to get this to go as fast as possible. So we're just going to assassinate people we don't like, and that's the key thing. Also, this is one of these systems where you can click on the map to increase your faction's power in one of these regions. I'm not going to do that. Once again, we're going to increase the nationalist power in those regions. We're going to fight against the nationalists later. So if you were going nationalist, you would want to be doing some of this, but our long-term game plan is not to do that. Negotiate Carlist support. That's what we want. We're going to be the Carlists. It takes a little bit of jiggling around to get this to work as we want it to. Turkey remilitarizes the Turkish Straits. Good for Turkey. I do have the Battle of the Bosphorus DLC turned on, and I also turned off the arms against tyranny, so we won't see anything massively weird going on in Scandinavia. We don't have the arms market, and we don't have the military-industrial organisations popping up all the time either. So I think, unless I'm playing Scandinavia, because those focus trees are amazing, well, three out of the four of them are anyway, I can do without those. So we're not going to pick up radio, because I don't want the enemies to have it at the start. There's nothing there we can pick up. What is there anything just... I don't want to pick up that for the same reason. I don't want to reinforce our enemies. Oops, sorry folks. Clicked on the wrong thing there. Don't want to... Just a minute, I'm going to change construction. We want this one. Oh, we'll go for trucks. Trucks are pretty... I'm not going to build trucks. Maybe I should have just taken the research penalty and just hit something else. But anyway, negotiate Carlist support. The Army of Africa. We just work down this, and then eventually we'll be able to get to do stuff. We do have the spies. I do have spies. I don't think I want a spy agency. I don't think we will get it after the revolution. So I'm not 100% sure how that works. Anyway, it is what it is. I realise I'm training troops up which may go and fight for our enemies over there. We'll see what happens, shall we? Spain looks nice, doesn't it? I like the colour of Spain. It's just easy on the eye. Japanese young officer coup. Oh, right, okay. This looks like... Yeah, it looks like they're going... I think this is how this works. They're going non-aligned. They've reinstated the emperor, by the way. So Japan's going to do something different. Ethiopia's surrendered, which is pretty much to be expected. I've only ever seen them once get a white peace, and that was with the By Blood Alone expansion. Dismissal of Niceto Alcala Zamora. Niceto? I'm not going to call him something stereotypically, racistly Spanish, so we'll go with Mr. Spanish Man, because I don't know how to pronounce any of this. Let's have a look. The chaos is complete. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. Nobody likes the government in Spain. Even the government don't like the government in Spain. And so, behind the scenes, it's going to kick off. We have some political power, which we're saving. Oh, actually, I don't think I can change this yet, can I? No, I can't change it till after the Civil War, so that's okay. But we do need to keep an eye on this one and keep assassinating people. Army of Africa is done. We'll secure the northern garrisons. So this is what we actually want. The Nationalists will begin the Civil War in control of these provinces as long as their garrison control in them is at least weak. Well, that suggests that I should be spending points, but I'm not 100% sure. Screw it, we won't do it. The Bulgarian government condemns the IMRO. Bulgaria, what are you up to? So we can increase industry and stuff like that, which is going to be a little bit useful. And we can try and make sure we're getting some factories up in the north. Yugoslavia recognises the Soviet Union. Yeah, I know what I need to do actually when the war kicks off. It's just to try and control as much area as we can and not get drawn into too much fighting. So we've got a choice here of putting Franco in charge of the armies, making him a field marshal. Remember, he'll gain nationalist sympathies. He'll go and fight for the nationalists. We don't want to do that because we'll end up fighting him. We may as well pick this one and get some more political power. Oh, nice. Military factory. That is good news. I think we'll build up as many guns as we can. Oh, hang on a minute. We don't need to do all this stuff. There's no point. There's no point. Did I just delete everything there? Wow. Okay. That was a mistake. Is that all of them? And then let's put some convoys on. I mean, I wanted to get rid of all the unnecessary ships, but I hadn't intended to click to delete everything. It's fine. We're going into a civil war. Production's going to be somewhat disturbed and uprooted anyway. We've got construction 1 there. Can we go straight for construction 2, or shall we pick something else? That's 139 days away. As if I have a look in this... Oh, actually it's this one, isn't it? The military plot is 82 days. Okay, we can pick this because it's not going to be ready by the time. Although they'll start with... Will they start with it half researched? I have no idea how that works, by the way. No idea whatsoever. We'll pick it. Should maybe have gone for radio, but it's fine. We'll go for that. There's nothing else we can do until the Civil War kicks off now, so away we go. So while we're waiting, by the way, I've just finished Dragon's Dogma 2 on the main channel, MarkGFL on YouTube. Go and check it out if you want to watch the old playthrough. It was a decent game, but not the amazing game some reviewers have maybe made out that it is, at least in my opinion. Had quite a few flaws in it. Looked amazing, though. And next week we're starting Manor Lords, which is a medieval city builder with some combat. So I'm quite looking forward to that. So make sure you're subscribed to MarkGFL. You can watch the past streams, or you can come and join me live and give me some advice on what we're playing. The rebellion bides its time. Our plans are completed and we're in position to spring the coup. However, to avoid a repeat of the dismal failure that was 1932 Sanjada coup? Sanwada? I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry. We should wait until the political climate is at its most ripe. We will spend our resources to cover our tracks while we wait for the opportunities. I think I've forgotten something here. It's 47 days. Yeah, let's assassinate someone and get that going a bit quicker. I should probably have clicked that assassination a few more times just to speed that up. Because the longer that mission runs for, I think the more time the other side has, yeah, here we go, to basically build up their support in the country. So not good for us. But I mean, it's not going to be long now. There we go. It's exactly what we wanted. The Spanish Civil War. At exactly 5 a.m. this morning, precisely one day after contact was lost with the North African garrisons, a well-prepared military operation was launched all throughout Spain with the intention of gaining control of all government institutions and strategic locations in the major cities. Major parts of the Army, Navy and Air Force have ceased responding to government orders, while concurrently Carlist militias, that's us, have revolted in the north of the country. It's not supposed to look like that. Oh, God, this could be very, 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 very bad. Complete success of this attempted coup has only been prevented by unofficial people's militias who, through quick action, have managed to retain control of many of the targeted areas and cities. Despite this failure to meet their initial goals, however, it seems unlikely that the insurrection's leaders will give up their strong position as willingly as they did in 1932. With neither side appearing inclined to compromise, the path lies open for the current situation to escalate into a nationwide civil war. Right, so there's the phalanges, I think, which they are the true far-right nationalists. I'm not sure. I do apologise if I'm wrong, let me know. But we want, which by God, Fatherland and the King we will win, which is a load of confusing text. And this is the one that's going to allow us to put the king back on the throne eventually. Supremacy of the communion. I like the old Spanish flag there. That's nice. So we want... Click that off. Now we can play, right? Yes, now we can play. We want... these are all north. All good, rather. We want the war in the north, I think. Because that's going to allow us to fight in the north better. This is a Oh, this is such a mess. Right. Right, add everyone in... Sorry. Add everyone in there. Oh, we've only got 35 divisions. Yikes. Okay, this is going to be extremely tough. So my preparations for war were nowhere near as good as the enemy's preparations for war. It would seem... Actually, you guys go into an army there. Make sure you're both in here. Let's give them some commanders. Now, we're looking for ones with Carlist sympathies here to make sure we don't end up losing them. He's got one, so he's decent. And he's decent with good stats. You're going to go in there. And let's make sure we get that pushing out to there instantly. Like, instantly. And we have another good one with this guy. Oh, God, we're going to get attacked from two sides, which is a major problem. Take an infantry expert on you. We need... I beg your pardon. No divisions. 24 divisions, I think you'll find. You guys are going to walk into there and take the port. And I'm going to try and get to there, but I don't know if we're going to actually manage it, so we'll see. But we do need to be on the front line desperately. Right, okay. This is not good. We have some aircraft, so this does help. We can go for air superiority over this country. And we can do some naval bombers bombing over there. We also... Nice. Let's get some submarines out. We've got a submarine leader, which is good. This could be super useful, actually. Break those up. We're going to have fuel problems, so let's just be aware of that right from the start. Convoy raiding over there. Here and here. We're going to try and get their supply ships, because they'll be trying to supply the ports in the north, and maybe reinforcements. So that has to happen. And then what we also need to do is give you an admiral. I've seen him in charge of the Yugoslavian army, I'm sure. And we're just going to sail these out to sea. No orders as such, but they're going to offer shore bombardment bonuses. We need to close up this territory as fast as possible, because this is exceptionally bad. Right, we are producing something there. And modify the government. I'm going to try and go for a lifelong Carlist for some stability, but more importantly, support for the unaligned, which is us. I hope this is going to work. I really don't know if it is. And I'm going to change this to a war economy straight away. And then we do have some political power, which I'm going to save. And we're going to finally put some generals in. So let's see if I can actually get this to do something. I mean, we need to... This is going... I feel like this is going to be quite bad. Let's make sure everyone's railroading in who needs to be. I did not give you permission to stop. Get onto the front line as fast as possible, guys. The big question is, are the enemy reinforcing this area? Do they have anything? I mean, there's areas where we're just going to get obviously just cut off down here. Oh, they do have something here. That's a shame. Let's see if we can surround the place. Poland seizes Danzig. Okay, Poland is making an aggressive play. This is nice, actually. We've got this. Civil War front line solidify. Right. Okay, that's actually... It's not bad, but it means we've now got penalties to attack in a lot of those regions. So that's not great either. We're in October 36. At this point, shall I just... Oh, we want radio for reinforcement. It's a massive boost to reinforcement. We don't actually want volunteers from Italy or Germany. You'd think that would be a no-brainer, but it's not. Because we're going to break away from the nationalist faction, which we currently are, to the Carlist faction. So we really don't want German and Italian volunteers fighting for the nationalists, because we're going to have to fight them. Yeah, problem. Right, let's make sure we've got these guys surrounded. Go that way if we can. There's not a whole lot coming that way, that's good. Sanjaro died, so our leader's dead. Who's our new leader? We've got a military junta. That always works out well, doesn't it? In any country it's ever established in. Now we have political options here where we can... If we do this, it will give us... Basically, it will get rid of these negative penalties for attacking for so long. Sí, señor. Guys, you're doing quite good, actually. You're doing quite good. We just need to make sure there isn't a massive enemy push through the centre. We just need to surround enemies, cut them off. Once they're cut off, we can actually get across there, and we can attack this guy from a couple of sides. And we'll go and chop him up. Those guys holding the port is not great news for us. So what we're going to do... You're going to go up there, and then in there. You're going to come down like this. And you're going to come down like that. And you're going to come down like that. And we're just going to smash this guy from 4 sides. Meanwhile, some forces will be holding on to that, I'm sure. We have both an attack and a defense going on here, which looks bizarre. There's something moving over there that we need to be aware of. Okay, you guys are going away. They're going to leave nothing on here, so... No, everything. Apart from you. No. No, I ordered you in there. Do as you're told. But we need to get this guy swapped out first. Because he's just in the way. And we can't have that. We just need to just slowly control this. It's going to be a slow process, by the way, because we get massive attack penalties for these things. I'm tempted to spend... I feel like I'm going to have to spend this in this region. It's 14 days, but it'll then reduce that penalty for attacking in this area. Oh, God. By the way, I just say no divisions assigned. That's okay. I just need to get rid of that fallback order. Otherwise, everything's going to move back to there. And that would be disastrous. And it's fallback orders like that I often forget about. So the front line's holding for now. That's okay. You are determined to... Have we got 2? Yeah, we've got 2 lots in there. They've broken through, which is fine. Let's link this up, by the way. And also, let's just get rid of that line. No need for that. He's being attacked. They've got 4 divisions in Bilbao. Okay. Our guys aren't doing the most amazing offensive there. Let's delete that so we can see. Yeah, okay. I'm going to speed it up a little. It's a tricky one, this, because it requires an awful lot of micromanaging. Once this guy gets locked in there... I don't think he can, because he's being... Oh, God, it's not good, that, is it? We'll just cancel it. Actually, we'll do this. There, that's fine. He's now going to... Nope, you're not going to run off. You're not. You're going to support that attack, like you know you want to. Oh God, no! These guys, we can't leave them, fellas. We need to actually finish them off. Let's go like that. We'll take one of these, just so that we can attack from 3 sides. We'll do that too. Are they surrounding me anywhere? I mean, we have a mess. We've got these guys done. This is brilliant. I'm just going to have to just order this in like this, I think. Let's get that surrounded. Support weapons 1. Nice. Okay, we've got that too. We're in November 36. I'm going to jump into the next year. We'll take some penalties for that. That's fine though. That's fine. We've got some power. Can we put a chief of the army? An army defense. An army organization. Well, that could be good. Army drill. We can put this guy in. But he will go because he doesn't like the Carlists. So, can we actually put a leader in here? I can put an entrenchment expert in. What about an infantry expert? Oh, he's going to go as well, so there's no point wasting the points. Army regrouping. Division recovery rate. It's a little tricky to know what to choose. I'll put the army defense expert in there, which will help a bit. We don't have a field marshal, Mark. That would help massively. We don't want the Carlist... Sorry, we don't want this guy, but we want the Carlist one. So let's put him in. He's quite decent. I'm going to go offensive doctrine because we're not going to win this by standing back. The war in the north. Nice. That gets rid of some penalties. And then we want to prepare the Carlist insurrection.
Sí, señor.
Nice. These bits are done. Attack that from the north. And then it's just a case of surrounding that place with a few. I think they're going to fall there. It's still going to take a while, but I think they're going to go. The front line's holding. This is actually quite good because we've started with fewer divisions than I would have liked. Let's train some more up, by the way. Let's also remove the engineers because we can't afford them. Basically. I don't think we can afford anything in there, which is a shame. I should have saved that. So remove that. Can I afford to put some artillery in there? Yeah, go on then. We're going to try and get a decent template out. This is going to be costly. But that's all right. It's going to be because we have no artillery production at the moment. So we're going to add that in like that. We've got 3 military factories. That is awful. But we have these areas, so we're going to try and then and boost them up and hopefully end up in control of them. Right, you 3. Let's put... Can I not put you... Oh, I've got troops in 2 different sodding armies. Right. That's fine. Come and support this attack. It's a lot of divisions, but we're going to try and do it. We'll eventually wear them down. Oh, what am I doing? Let's bring the navy up to help with this. There we go. We brought reinforcements in. They're cut off. They're surrounded. There's naval bombardment. All I need now for maximum effect is some air superiority. And we will do that. Except you can actually stay there. I don't know that having naval bombers over here is actually any benefit. In fact, I've decided it's not. It's just burning fuel. They have actually got some kills, so it's not been totally wasted. But they'll just stand by, I think. Prepare the Carlist insurrection. That's going to give us some options. This one, cheaper land doctrine. Oh, we need to get this pretty quick, I think. So let's go for this one. We're going to try and kick off the rebellion as fast as we can. Right, you go round there and in. And you go around there and in. And let's totally surround this dude. Over you go. And onto the attack. We're holding well. I think we're holding well. Do we have a penalty for being out of fuel? We shouldn't. Because these divisions shouldn't be using or requiring fuel. So we should be okay. Great stuff. We've got this surrounded. It will eventually fall. Do I want to tick this now? I will. Because we're going to... It's 14 days. But I mean... I feel like it's going to be that long before we get any action going there anyway. We have a huge shortage of guns, so I'd better put 2 factories into that. We're still making some more, right? Yeah, we are. Let's see. So what's happening in Italy? That's gone full awfulness. Germany looks like they're going full awfulness. France could go either way. We don't really know. USA? Too early to say. Seems okay so far. So we've carved out our little bit of Spain up in the north. Okay, so we've got this going on. Let's make sure we've got everything supporting that attack. Excellent, the port's fallen. That's great news. That is great news. This is about to crumble. And then we can assign a proper field marshal frontline order to this. Let's delete all of this. Let's delete all of that. Click on you and go like that. 35 divisions. It's not the biggest army in the world. No thank you, Italian volunteers. We don't need you.